Good morning, everybody. It's day 154, and it is another moody New England morning. So, sorry if the lighting is not great, but you can see it's a little foggy and a little dim this morning. It is my first full day in New Hampshire. Yesterday, I hiked out only about a mile and a half to the Velvet Rock shelter. And so today is like really my first taste in New Hampshire. And I'm scared, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm actually hitting the whites until tomorrow. I think I start the whites. Y'all, I'm freaking out a little bit. The fear mongering on trail is just like kind of out of control. But I'm feeling confident that I can do it. I just know that I'm going to have to be really slow. And I know that my hiking days are probably about to get a lot longer. But I think if I go into it with that mindset, then I should be okay. I'm just really nervous and anxious about it. But yeah, today I was trying to do like a 16-mile day. But the water situation... So I was bragging about how Vermont had water like everywhere. And then my first day in New Hampshire, it's like there's no water on trail. So having to start out the day with like a 7-mile water carry. And then from there, it's going to be like a 10-mile water carry. And so that kind of ruined my camping plans unless I wanted to carry out like a ton of water for camp for like 10 miles. Which I don't want to do, obviously. So now I'm going to have to do like 17 and a half to get to water. And the comments on Far Out said that there's some still sites near the water. So that is my plan. But, you know, the only issue with relying on that is that I know that everybody on trail today is going to be going for the same water because it's the only water on trail. And then past that water, the next water isn't for another 8 miles. So because of the spacing of the water, I know everybody around me is going to be heading for those same still sites. And I'm pretty slow. I mean, I got an early start, started hiking about 6 this morning, but y'all know I'm slow. And so I'm just kind of worried that the still sites may be full by the time I get there. But you know what? I'll figure it out. I always do. And that's just something that I don't need to stress about because it's something that's out of my control. So that's a, cross that river when you get there kind of type situation. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm really excited about my first day in New Hampshire. It's already so beautiful, and I'm nervous for the challenge, but I know I can do it, and I'm feeling really excited, so I'll definitely keep y'all posted along the way and let y'all know how it's going, but wish me luck. Well, my day is not starting off great, so I've already missed my turn off for the AT. So the shelter last night was off of a Blue Blaze side trail and it reconnects back to the AT, but apparently the Blue Blaze continues and like comes out at a random road. And I was just walking along. I never saw the turn off for the AT, obviously. And I come out at this road and I'm like, what the heck? Where am I? So I check my map. And I'm like half a mile off trail. So now, backtracking, back up the Blue Blaze to reconnect to the AT. This is so frustrating. You know, I was probably talking on my video when I passed the White Blaze and didn't even notice it or something. But this is the importance of Far Out, though. Everybody needs it, honestly. It's so helpful. I've had many times like this where I'm just like, let me make sure because this doesn't like look quite right, and then it's not right. So highly recommend to anybody that is going out on any kind of long distance hike. They've got all kind of maps on there. All right, well, I'm gonna get off my phone and try to figure out where the heck I'm going. So, oh boy, off to a rough start. Alrighty, I found the white blaze. Just a word of warning. If you ever see a bunch of sticks laying across a trail like this, that probably means that that's the wrong trail. So this is the trail that I went down. This is where I came from. You can see it kind of like makes a U-turn back up the white blaze. And so I think I just saw this trail immediately in front of me, stepped over the sticks and kept going. But clearly that was the wrong decision. So after a 30-minute detour, back on trail. Oh boy. Mile 1756, which coincidentally just so happens to be Sunrise's hiker tag number. It's his birthday. We're having a birthday party. It's not actually his birthday. It's just his trail number. Moose Mountain South Peak. Pretty pretty. Moose Mountain North Peak. No views here, but still really beautiful. Not too tough of a climb. Just kind of long and extended, but I'm making it. I think I got about 8 miles till my camp spot, so still got quite a bit to do for the day, but I'm trucking along. Just had a little bit of trail magic from a local named Chuck, and he had a water cache of like 20 gallons of water, and also had some Pepsis that he was giving out and some chairs. So took a seat with him, and also had a lot of good information about the whites. So that was really nice chatting with him, and the water cache is just such a lifesaver. Saved me from having to carry 2 to 3 extra pounds of water over Moose Mountain, because when I was at the last water source, I asked the Sobos, there's some Sobos on trail there, and I was like, hey, is there any water on trail, like in the next 10 miles? And they were like, there's a water cache, 20 gallons of water. And I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. So didn't have to carry that much water, which is such a blessing. You know, some people think like, oh, it's just putting jugs of water out, like it's not really much, but like you have no idea, like the smallest things like that are such a blessing for hikers out here. So, you know, just saying, if anybody was thinking about doing some kind of like trail magic or water caches or anything of the sort, and you're thinking, you know, it might be like too small or insignificant, it's not. The hikers will appreciate it. And yeah, so if you're on the fence about doing something like that, definitely just go for it, because the hikers will use it, they'll love it, and they will appreciate you so much for it. So yeah, I've got one more big climb for the day, and then just a little bit after that to my campsite. Think about 5.5 miles. I'm making good time, considering it's a longer day. I've been pretty efficient with like not taking too many breaks. So I'm feeling good. I'm kind of nervous about this climb, but I think it's gonna be okay. So we'll see. I think I'm about to go straight up this mountain up here. Straight up and straight back down on the other side. Ooh, gonna be a big one. Wow, this is the view of the day. No doubt about it. Look at the clouds. Looks like something out of a movie. And these mountains, look, I'm telling you, on video it doesn't do it justice, but they're huge. You can see down here, kind of looks like a little house, to kind of like put it into perspective just how like massive these mountains are. This is beautiful. This is so lovely. Same view, different angle, but a better angle actually. Look at these mountains, and also look at these ledges. That's pretty gnarly. I approve of the
It comes and goes, like similar to yours.
Fire guns.
Why you got